Hello everybody, this is Tarina. I'm going to go ahead and I had this lovely idea for a layout and I kind of wanted to use this bit of supplies. I'm of course I'm going to have random things like my spray bottle, and I'm going to gesso my paper first, so just to make sure I'm using the Close to My Heart Stitch Guide, which is retiring on the 31st of this month, which is July 2017. So I haven't got to use it yet, and I am very excited to have it. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I just kind of have a random idea of kind of like a rainbow effect, and then I want to do like stitched hearts in the similar colors, and then I'll do a black and white picture of my daughter and her friend, and so I guess we'll see how that works. I'm really kind of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person. I get an idea and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? The real process is worth sharing because life's not always perfect, and in real scrapbooking, as opposed to not real scrapbooking, it's messy. And, you know, that's real life, so I figured I'll share that. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to give it a try and see what I come up with. So, the reason I'm prepping this with gesso is because I want to be able to get really vibrant colors and not warp the paper too much, which I might just warp it enough with this gesso, huh? Now I am using the Close to My Heart watercolor paper just to give it a little bit of extra body, so hopefully that will help with the buckling as well. I pretty much want to do the whole thing just because I don't want any random spots soaking in kind of weird. Alright. And then I'm going to dry this. Hopefully I can mute it at least. Oh. Alright. Let me just wipe that off. Okay, I'm going to pause you guys real quick and I'm going to dry this. Alrighty, so I got that gessoed. I don't know if you can see the difference on that, but there's lines and texture all over it. And it is slightly warped, but it's not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and work with that. And I just took these off. I have not been able to use these before, and so I'm kind of excited. Now these ones are the scented ones. I don't know if that really makes that big of a difference, but I've never used these before. So I'm just tossing them out everywhere. I'm just gonna it's very soft. I've heard that gelatos are much softer and more, I want to say movable, but I don't even know if that's a word. Movable. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use this palette and go ahead and, I don't know if I want to flip that. I don't know. She loves rainbows, so my daughter, so it doesn't much matter that way. I'm not sure if I want to spray it first. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there, and then we'll see see what happens from there, I guess. I have to say, they do kind of smell like soap. Scented soaps. That one definitely smells like lemon. And I'm trying to put these on top of each other so that I can actually get a mixture of colors in between. Look at the pattern of the gesso in the back. That's actually kind of cool. Alrighty. So now, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I am going to spray it with water. Okay, this is a little nerve-wracking for me because I like what I see, but I really want to try this, so I'm just going to go ahead, and this is a really fine mist, so, and I'm going to dry, my brush is dry, don't know if it should be, but we'll see. I think that is a very strong orange. I'm gonna see if I can not leave fingerprints. That would be great. I'm wondering if I need to spray it a little bit more. I got a lot of orange on there, didn't I? Oh well, live and learn. See, I'm not very much of an orangey person, so I really kind of... Ay. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause you real quick and go rinse my brush. Okay, I'm back. Rinsed my brush, got a paper towel. Totally should have brought some water, but hey, I'm here. We're doing this. And I'm gonna spray this again just in case I don't know, let it dry. I'm gonna start from the top this time, I think. Whoa, that green! The green and orange are heavy. Either that or I was just heavy-handed with it, huh? I wonder if I could wipe some of that off with a baby wipe. That would be kind of nice. I might try that actually. Something wet, but not too wet. Okay. Okay. See if we can go with that. Maybe add a little bit more yellow. They do clean off pretty easily. I don't know if that brought up some of the orange. I think I might just have to call this one playtime because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, I like that better. Definitely need more of the yellow. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with the blue as well. But I'm going to add a little bit of... I kind of want to do that there too. Wipe off the blue. Sorry, I like my blues to be blue, my greens to be green, and when it's not that way, it's hard for me to get used to it. But let's see what we can do here. I'm going to spray my brush and see how that works. Ooh, that brought in a lot of the green. That's alright. Being a perfectionist, this is really trying on being patient with myself, because I really just want to redo it, but I'm trying not to. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Getting there, huh? I just don't want to work it too much. Orange is so, what's the word? Strong of a color. Okay, I think I'm going to add just a little bit more blue to that. I do like a little bit more blue. I think the orange is coming out, so I'm going to stop messing with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Blue's not as vibrant as it could be, which is kind of bothersome for me, but that's okay. I don't know why I'm so picky right now, but I'm just... 'tis the day to be picky, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and do some drying with my heat tool, and I will be back. Alrighty, so I'm back. I just got this dry. Hope it's all dry. Still a little warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my foam. I made this by hand, and just kind of took one piece of foam, cut it in half. It put adhesive on it and flipped it in half. It works great. It's not as long as the stitching guide or my ruler, but that's okay. So what I'm thinking is I want to use the hearts here. I don't know if you can see that with all the glare. There you go. And so I kind of want to I just want to kind of put hearts around here. I think I'm going to put these up so far away and put the colors away. Okay. So I'm going to grab my paper piercer, and behind me on my bed I've got a lovely collection of colors of thread. This was given to me by my grandmother, so I totally don't know what I want to do with this, so I guess we could just do orange. We could also turn it around the other direction. Do that like that, or like that, like that. I don't know, I think I like that better. Anyways, so I'm just gonna start adding hearts and kind of go that way. Okay, that's back there. I'm not even sure what size of hearts I want to do. Let's see. I'm gonna go for the second one in, and I'm just going to go ahead and pierce each one of the holes. And if you wanted to do more of a like a longer stitch, you could skip every other hole too, which would work. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line this up with the last holes that I used. There we go. That should work. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue to do the other side. And then it comes to the bottom. See, look at that. That's a beautiful heart. Okay, and right down beside it, I think I'm going to do a small one or bitty one. Flip that over and line up. One thing that's nice is you can kind of see the holes in here before you poke them, so you can line them up pretty easily. See, like that. And then I would assume like a medium one here, here, I don't know where. I'm just going to put several of them on the page, and whatever shows up after I'm done with the thing shows up, I guess. So that one's there, which means that one's there. The only trick is to make sure that you're on the same heart, which I guess that could be a technique that you could do too, is do opposite sizes of hearts. Do one side small and the other side big. That'd be kind of cool looking too. Let's see. Let's do, put that mat down here. And I think we'll do a little bit larger, or the largest. I'm going to do the largest, why not? Hey, I would really like to know if you guys have ever tried a stitching guide before, and if you have, who was it by, or who made it, or did you come up with it yourself? I've actually been thinking about creating some myself, but I just haven't gotten there yet. But I would love to see your work. You can share your link with me, or put a picture or a photo in the comments. Would be amazing. I would love to come see it. You know, I could totally do one of these inside, inside of the heart, and you can line it up by these lines here. Kind of want to try it just because I don't have that on here yet, but maybe up here I'll try it. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I already have this size, and now I have the larger size, and then I've got the smaller size, and I do want to do a smaller size, but I don't know if I want to do it there. Because if I have the photo in the center, because I'm going to trim this off, if I have the photo in the center, I kind of want it to be sticking out, so I guess it doesn't much matter which one. Ugh. I'm going to go for the third one in. I don't know if that's going to stick out or not, but I guess we'll see. I would have to say I am very happy that I got this. I love stitching and how it looks on the layouts, and then having an actual heart shape, because I suck at drawing hearts. If I take a long time to actually draw the heart, it's not so bad. I'm pretty decent at it, but it takes a while for me to actually get. Now I'm gonna get anything actually accomplished as far as drawing. Okay, now I can finish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna overlap this because I kind of want a bigger heart. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to line this up. It doesn't line up with the other one, but this one up here, I'm going to line it up with one of the holes so that when it crosses, that's going to be like a main point that you notice. So I'm just going to go ahead and line that up and go ahead and poke holes from there. Now I do have ombre thread, but I am not entirely certain that I actually want to use it on this one because it doesn't go from color to color. It's in its own color family. Here, I'll show you real quick what I mean. Like this here. This one, it's purple, but it goes from lighter purple to darker purple, and then back to lighter purple. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't really have one that goes the rainbow. I don't have any rainbow, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this box here. I've got lots of colors. And so I'll try to, I haven't color matched those yet either, so that will be interesting. Alright, line that up. Once you get the hang of it, it actually seems to go pretty quickly. Okay, and let's see, I've got hairs coming all over the place. And I'm not sure what I want to do as far as, I feel like I should have a small one down here somewhere. Maybe it needs to be up top. Like they have a swirly here and a swirly here as well. So I could do swirlies. And you could flip the swirly over and do the other direction if you wanted to. I don't know about that. And you can turn it whichever direction you want to as well, which is kind of cool. I like the idea. I just don't know if I want to do it, and that might actually fill in that spot with that something that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to line this up right on one of those. Try not to get it clear up there. I wonder if I need to do it this way. Then I could line it up and not get the swirlies on the... There we go. Okay, I'm going to try it. And really, what could it hurt? Oh. Another thing that's good is that you can still line it up pretty easily. Once you've got that, you can see right down inside of your workspace, and it's got all of the holes already in it, if that made sense. And you don't have to do the whole swirly. You can do only part of the swirly if you wanted to. And I think I might add a little swirly over here on this one, and here on the bottom. I think I like it up here, off of this one here. Make sure that's in there, and then I'm going to add just a little swirly off that one. I like that. Now I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do up here. Or do I even need anything up there? Maybe I can have my photo more towards this upper corner here. It really covers that up. Let's see. Sure, why not? Okay. I think that's... I like that corner. That little heart will show there. And then we'll have those there. Does it look like it needs anything anymore to you guys? Looks like it needs something right over here, I think. Or maybe a little one down here somewhere. Somewhere close. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the littlest one here. I think. There and there. Like that. And then maybe a, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And then if I need one later, I can always add it. I don't know, I definitely think I need something there. So you think it should be a swirl coming off of that one? Or out the side of the photo maybe? Let's see, I could have this come down like that. That might be what I'm looking for. Let's move this back up here. Ooh, we've got stars and circles too. I am loving the stars and the circles. I haven't got to play with the hexagons yet, so I'm not as excited about those, but look, they've got diamonds, or I want to say parallelograms, but and then they've got diamonds here and a totally different shape, and I'm loving this one. I can't wait to be able to use it, and I'm glad I got it before it went out of before it retired. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that, and if I need something later I can always add more. And let's see, I am not entirely certain what I want to do, but I do want to trim this up and see what I want to do with that. Can I just say that I love this trimmer? Alright, so there we go. And I am definitely going to use some pattern paper. I just have to figure it out which ones I want to use. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and add I just kind of sat here and kind of color matched because I have a really shiny thread that is rayon, and I really wanted to use it, but I didn't have an orange because, like I said, orange is not my favorite, and this is more of a corally orange color. So I do have orange because my grandmother used orange, but I think I'm going to add a little heart up here because I really want to pull in the blue and I don't want to add more over here. So I think I'm just going to figure out where I want a heart up here. And I'll do that one in the blue. So let's see. That's where I'm doing that. I think I'm going to do two. I think I'm going to do a medium one here, and then I'll do a smaller one right up here in the corner. Or maybe I'll do no, I've already got a large one down here, right? I do. So let's just do a medium one here. And I don't want it like in a square or a circle. I just kind of want it haphazardly placed. So I don't want it to look like it was purposely or like in a geometric design of any sort. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add this one or that one, this one or that one. Do you want to do any, meeny, miny, mo? Can you tell I have kids? Let's see. I'm going to do the smaller one. And then I'm going to do this, the smallest one up on top of that one. So let's see. We got that on there. Okay, and then we'll do the smallest one right up here in the blue. I have no idea if that's straight, but it's going on there. And you just flip it over. I don't know why, but I always tend to get the things I want most just before they're going retired, like the stitch guide. I love that stitch guide. I don't love it, but you know what I mean. Looks good to me. On to the next part. Okay, so next is stitching. I'm going to go ahead and get in my trusty little drawer down here, and I've got some needles and my scissors, and then I'm going to need the washi. Just not sure which one I want to use. Maybe I'll just use this one. Okay. So let's see. Alright. I'm going to put my photo up. And I've kind of set this needle aside because it's my favorite to use for thread work, needle work, whatever. And let's start at the top. So I think what I'm going to do is, since those holes are so big, I'm going to go with three strands. I don't know if you guys have ever done embroidery or not, or stitching of the decorative sort. So that should be plenty. When you can use the thread just like this, or you can like take the end of it, and I don't know if that's clear or not. Hope so. You can turn it and it will separate the threads, and then you can get 3 of them or 2 of them, however many you want. The more threads the thicker, the less threads the thinner. and then you can just kind of pull, and they like to turn because that's how they get them to stick together. So you just kind of pull it and pull all the way to the end of it, and that's why working with a smaller strand is easier. Another thing you can do is just kind of straighten it out as you go. It comes apart pretty easily. And the trick to thread, if you get a knot, don't pull it. That's the #1 trick with thread. Don't pull it, because if you pull it, it's going to get tighter instead of looser, and you're not going to get you're not going to get it out at all. Okay, there's my needle. So I always put the thread in my mouth. I think that's just because my grandmother did it. You can wet it with paper or whatever you want. You just thread your needle, and then you're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and set that right there, and I'm going to go ahead and start by putting it in the back of this little heart here, and I'm going to flip it over, and I am going to go ahead and tape that down with my washi tape. I generally use one that I'm not fond of, and I'm not really fond of this pink. Of course, every time I'm not fond of something, I find a use for it, and then I like it. So that was a little much on the tape side, but that's okay. And that, with fabric, usually you can tie a knot in the thread and it won't go through, but with paper, and the paper piercer is quite large, or leaves a quite large of a hole, you want to tape it for best results. So and sometimes you can see through the hole, especially when it's large, so you can kind of see where your needle is. I use my fingers on the back here as a guide so that I kind of know where I'm going. It also helps me feel if I have a knot forming or not. See, as soon as you feel a knot starting, you definitely want to, you can always flip it over too if you're impatient like me. See, there we've got a knot. And if you just pull it apart, it usually comes out pretty easily. Just make sure you don't just yank on it, because otherwise you'll probably end up having to retie or restart the whole thing. I did notice that some threads create knots more than others. Okay, let's see if we can get this. There we go. And I am going to go ahead and pause you after I get this heart done, if I can ever get it done. This one seems to be taking forever. You know, I was just thinking, I think I may just create this for a birthday gift. I don't know. I might just do a card in a similar manner. Oops, totally the wrong one. There we go. I'm not sure if you... guys can see that. I'm probably moving around everywhere. It's been a while since I've done stitching and crafting as far as time is concerned. Did a couple stitching techniques on a couple of them a while back. If you want to look at my videos, if you aren't a subscriber and haven't seen any of my videos, you're welcome to subscribe. I try to bring in different techniques just because I really like to kind of explore art and challenge myself, and so usually you'll find something that I haven't tried before, whether it be just challenging myself to use the same thing in a different way, or trying it in a way that I've seen somebody else use it, but I have never used it that way before, so I always try to keep it exciting or different. Okay, so I think you kind of get the idea of how I'm doing this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys so I can finish this up. There we go. And note you will get poked. Just poked myself, but I'm kind of used to it. But just so you know that if you're messing with needles, you're probably going to get poked. So at the end of this, I just take the tape, and you can, if you start at the same spot and you have room, you can totally just add this under here. And then you just trim it off. And then you have your heart. So I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this stuff, and I will be back. Okay, so I finished up my stitching, and this is kind of what the back looks like. And that would be really pretty too, with just these colors in a rainbow fashion. But this is what I'm working with now. So this is the photo, and I've kind of gathered a couple of papers. I'm not sure which ones I want to use. These are from the Live Beautifully collection. Not collection. Paper. I guess it's a paper collection. It's not a full-on collection, but it's just the paper pack from Close to My Heart. And I'm not sure which one of those I want to use. I know I kind of wanted to do more black and white behind them because there's so much color on the background. I just kind of wanted to frame it in something. I'm just not sure which one of these it is. I want to try to use this striped one, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm too picky to just decide on one on camera. So, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to kind of pop this up on a specific color. You see what I mean? I don't want to hide a lot of the hearts, so I kind of want to, let me see if it's too, that might be just enough green. And then have this just have a little bit of stripe on there. I don't know. I'm going to try the polka dots and see what that does, and then I'll try the words and see how that works. I may just go with the purple to bring the draw the eye up. Let's see. Together, yes. So let's see, I'm going to try this one. I think that's just too white. Too white. And this one. I really like that one. That one's perfect. Just enough white, just enough dark. Don't know about the green though, because I've also got this color that kind of pulls in here, and so that might be a little better. I actually like the green, I think. I really do like the green. Wow. Green and orange are hard for me to work with, so I'm just thinking maybe how much green is the question. I don't want too much. I really want more black than green for sure. Okay, we'll just stick it down. And where is my... Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're just going to stick this down here. And trim that off, if I can find my trimmer. Let's see. If you hear a whole bunch of noise, that's my daughters outside. We live in an RV, and their bikes lean up against the frame underneath, so they're trying to go to their friend's house, and they've of course got to be as noisy as possible. Okay, so here's this one, and now I just got to see. I think that's too much green, because once I think that might be too much green. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just mat it and see. We mat it and see. We'll get an idea of what we're working with. And I'm just going to eyeball that, and hopefully it's the right size. And we're going to go a little bit farther than that one. It's the right size. That's pretty close. I might be able to move it a little bit and see the back side of that. It's so pretty, but definitely not appropriate for this one. So I'm thinking I just need it to be trimmed off a little bit on the side. Actually, the top and the bottom seem to be pretty accurate. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off the side and try to trim this the right amount of black. Right there, maybe? Actually, I think that was perfect. Okay. Perfect. Sweet. Look at that. The same exact size. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright. So there's my mat, and yes, it does kind of take over a lot of the hearts, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure that it's... Totally can't see the... I'm thinking I kind of want a smaller photo and a smaller mat, so I'm going to pull this off. Okay, and now I feel like it needs something else. That's silly. Okay, nope, not so much. And while that color would work, it's a little dark. So now I'm going back to this word font one. I was thinking about doing a large, like kind of wide tag. I'm just thinking that might be too much white, too much of a difference. Okay, well, so because these were wet from the gelatos in the water and the gesso, not gelatos. Wow, that just rolled right off the tongue, didn't it? The watercolor crayons. It curls, and it's alright. You can kind of manipulate it and get it pretty darn close to straight. Irons work too, I've seen that done. Okay, so I think I'm going to bump this up on foam, which means that I'm going to have to get my 3D foam. I'm almost out of my 3D foam, but I do have some other foam to work with. I might actually do that because it's up actually high enough. So I'll go ahead and try to use these up. Let's see what I can do with this. It almost looks like a 4x4 photo, but it's just shy. Okay, so there's that, and we'll have that up. And then I like that. I like how it's showing the little ones and the big ones. And then I've pulled out, I keep my compliments from close to my heart, my embellishments, we call them compliments, in my little cases here. And I just kind of went through them, and you know, gold really doesn't go to me on this one, and I keep them in there, and I put the little label right here so that I know which packet or which box they belong to. Collection, I mean. And so I was thinking, I kind of laid these out while I was letting the kids do their housework. Yeah, you heard that right. So I'm not sure if this is what I want, but I figured, you know, I kind of like the sparkly blue, and it really pulls the blue down, which I like. So I was thinking something like that, but I don't know if I want that or the word moments or what all I want here. I think I want to back this in white. I just don't know where my white is. I have tons of little white pieces somewhere here. Oh, look at that. They're in my drawer. Okay. That would totally look awesome, but I'm not going to use that. Here we go. I have like my leftover remnants of white cardstock all in a little stack in my my desk drawer, so that anytime I need them, I have them. I just always have to remember that they're actually there. Okay, so I'm going to measure this and then just kind of snip. that should work there like that. I think that would work nicely because that's got white in it and this has white in it, and then there's the polka dots. I think that'll bring that in just fine. And so I'm going to go ahead and trim these off a little bit farther in on both sides. And then we can see, there we go. And then I'm going to use my Zig 2-way glue pen and kind of glue this down. I don't even know if I'm actually going to end up using this, but I'm probably going to end up wanting it to be covered anyways, so it'll work for whenever I do use it. And this thing is lovely. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to fit that on there, like so. Looks pretty good. And then I'll just trim off the end. Like that. Now there's quite a bit of sticky back here, but once it dries it won't matter. I think I might put it up on foam adhesive anyways. I really want that on foam too, but I don't know. I just didn't like it down here. Oh my, oh my, oh my. If I bring this down though, it's totally going to cover up that heart. And I don't really like it just floating out in the middle of nowhere. So I think I'm just going to leave the ampersand out, and then I'm going to keep that here, and I'll keep that here, and then we'll do happy up here. Man, I really like it up here. I'm going to make that work. Oh, you know what? That would work perfect. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that up there, and I'm going to actually put my photo down right there so that it's not moving around. If I can get this off here, that'd be lovely. And it came off a lot quicker than I thought it would. I'm just going to get this set up here right. You know what I think I could do? I could totally use that striped paper on the outside border. Okay, totally got another idea. So instead of using it behind the photo, which will be technically behind the photo, I can use it back here. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit, and that will kind of trim off some of this weird gnarly stuff. And I think I really like that idea. Let's see, how much do we want off of the sides? Sure, why not? Don't know how much that was, but I'm going to do it off of each one of them, I think. I'm just going to go up to this line, edge of the thing, and that will work nicely. I don't really mind that it cut off the sides, but okay. And that means that I'm going to grab this and I'm going to distress the edges because I can't help myself. Just says distress me. And this paper here, the close to my heart watercolor paper, is nice and thick. Make sure that's trimmed up. Come, we can do this. If you've seen my videos, I love this technique. It really brings in a whole nother dimension to the paper, and it just kind of helps lift the paper off of the background so that it looks dimensional instead of flat. Well, some people love flat layouts. That's perfectly fine. I just can't, I have a hard time keeping them flat. I'm not sure why. I don't know what it is, but I sure do love myself some dimension. Alright. Okay. So now I'm going to turn this off. And boy, my lap is covered. I love this pink color. I believe it's our new blush color, our color of the year, close to my heart. And we're gonna go, I don't know, what do you think, 3 inches in? Sure, why not? I don't know. Guess we'll see, won't we? See how that works. It might have been a little much. Sorry if this video is going a little bit longer than normal. I really want to come up with an excuse or a reasonable reason, but the truth is I'm just picky and I really just have to have it feel right. I have a really hard time just leaving things be and then not oh, really? Perfect timing. Okay, I'm gonna pause you guys real quick. Okay. Totally can't do that. I gotta keep up with my frame here. Okay, let's see how that works. I don't know. That looks about right. Okay. That does not have any stickies on the back. Perfect. Okay. Now, my photo. See, that definitely brings in the photo a bit more, which I love. And it looks to me like it's wanting to be centered left to right a little bit. And then we'll just stick those down. And then I'll put some foam here. I don't really need a lot of it, but okay. Go here. I don't know how far on there I want it to go. Like so, maybe. Make sure that's flat-ish. Okay, and this one here. Need some foam. And then we'll do happy. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Really got to do the risers and hopefully that will be enough. I don't really want it sticking over. Alright. What do you think, Kiana? This one's going to be your layout. It's going in your album. What do you like it? So far? Okay, it's going to be happy. And I totally need more. Woody?
Does my hair feel better?
Your what? No. Did you get a hot washcloth?
Yes.
Does it feel any better?
No.
How long did you leave it on there?
I didn't leave it on there about.
Okay. I could probably do one there too. I usually use the 3M tape, but I would like to get this used up, so hopefully. Okay, so we're going to do that. That means that this needs to be, I think I'm just going to use this instead. Ooh. There we go. Okay. That's where we're putting it. Seriously feel like it could use some stitching around the outside. I want to balance out the blues, so instead of this big huge piece, I'm going to go ahead and go in here, and they have tons of little things here like so. I don't know if I want to use this one, but just kind of an idea. Kind of like that down below. Let's see, we've got more little banners. Yeah, I don't really like the banner idea. With stars, and this is what I was actually thinking of. This one right here would be ideal, but I don't know exactly where I want it. Just feels like it needs to be somewhere here. Well, that kind of feels like it stands out. At the same time, it brings in the hearts from the background. So, I don't know. We've also got these ones here with hearts in them. Should be kind of cute. I don't know. I would have to assume that it doesn't really matter that much, but that little heart just seems too small. And if I do that there, which is really cute, it just feels like it's disconnected. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. And I'm thinking that's just too much of a color, so I'm wondering if I could do like this, kind of an idea, and bring in the pink, and just do like a tab sticking out there, behind there, maybe. Let's see. So I'd want it to go up a little bit. And if I do that, then I'm going to need something up there. Round is just not the answer. And I'm not really seeing, and we have lots of stars, and we have more arrows. I don't really want to block out the where'd my scissors go? There they are. Let's see if we can get this to fit right under there. Like that. I don't even think that's... I think we might have to do this up here. There we go. Stick that on that. And then this can go over here like that. Okay. Like so. And then maybe add an arrow down here or up here. Do this, like just a strip of it. And then put this like right inside here. That will bring in a little bit of white and a little bit of purple, which is not on this layout at all, except for in the embellishments, which we did have purple. We did have purple, but it definitely turned out not purple. So you can do a heart down here. That might be better than the arrow, I think. I really like the 3s, 5s, and 7s. I use it in my gardening, I use it in my scrapbooking. It's just easy to use that as a guideline, so have this, but that's just too. So we're going to go ahead and do some more foam on this and see. How do I want to do that? And I am pretty certain that we are way over, not you, I don't want to go up, I really want to go down, but I don't want that. Okay, I'm going to take some of that off and put it here somewhere. Just haven't figured out where yet. I don't really want to block that heart down there, but it does look good with it up there somewhere, doesn't it? I really don't need any of that. I could have just stuck it on there. Okay. I just don't know. And this is the part that takes forever. Okay, I am just going to go ahead and stick it down. Adding a little bit of the Zig two-way glue pen on there just to make sure it sticks well. And I'm going to stick it right here and hope it stays. There we go. Okie dokie. So I don't have a date for this, and I will figure out some journaling somewhere, maybe on a tag in the back. I tend to like to do my journaling that way, but this is today's layout. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys later.